Hey everyone, sorry I'm the superintendent, just running a little bit late. We got that money in for the new teacher raises and went and celebrated at Red Lobster, spent most of it. Anyways, I am here to answer all of your questions that you have pondered about the last 3 months, about the next 10 months of school in the next 2.5 minutes of time that I have allotted to talk about it.
Gerald Smith, Daily News. First question, what kind of daily sanitation can we expect at the schools?
Well, we have been advised that the virus hates heat, and luckily for our school system, none of the classrooms have properly working air conditioning units, so we figure by the time we cram the teachers and the students in there with the lack of air circulation, the virus will probably see its way out the door just before class begins.
And will school be held in person?
Ew, no. They'll be in a classroom. In a person? You weird.
Another question. How do you expect to implement CDC guidelines on social distancing in the classroom?
Students and teachers will just constantly have 6 feet of separation around them at all times.
How is that possible in those classrooms?
I'm sorry?
How is it possible to socially distance in such a small classroom?
They're small? Really? Well, I gotta be honest here. My 15 years of being a superintendent, I've never actually stepped foot inside a classroom. I don't know what they look like. I was just using my 1,800 square feet of office space as a reference point. Is that off?
And what happens when a teacher or student are sick?
Well, that's a little complicated. I hear their white blood cell count goes up, possibly a fever, some body aches, chills, maybe even a cough's developed. I don't know the full extent of how the cold actually materializes. I just read it in a Highlights magazine in the grocery checkout.
Are you concerned at all about the rising number of COVID cases?
Not really. I mean, as you can see by this chart, there's really nothing to worry about.
I don't think that's the right chart.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's teacher pay adjusted for inflation. Well, damn. Here's the COVID cases, and as you can see, we got a little trend up here, and I think it's gonna circle back around, and then we gonna have a little smiley face right there. What do you think about that?
Will masks be required at the school?
For the students, I think it's best if we just tell them that there's no masks allowed on school property and that they definitely shouldn't wear them. And then we anticipate that 98% will put them on their face just to defy us.
What about the teachers?
Well, for the teachers, it's not necessary at all, considering most of them spend their entire day with their face covered like this anyways. Or like this. Or sometimes like this. You know what I mean?
Last question. Why am I the only reporter in the room?
Are you crazy, man? It's a pandemic. Why would I have a whole bunch of people crammed into this room? I get sick. That's just stupid. That's all the time I have today for questions. We're going to go ahead and reconvene in December when we can take time out to assess the damage done from this first plan.